today YouTube suggested me, or like I was just like editing a video, watching YouTube, and then it just randomly put on a movie, which it never does. It never just puts on a free movie when I'm editing videos. And yeah, I was like, huh, that's weird. Like I looked up and I could like see that dun, 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 dun. And I was like, what in the hell? Yeah, so I saw there was a movie coming on, and it was an old school movie. And it was called Slick Punk, and it was from 1998, and there's SLC Punk. I don't know what it stands for. I just came on, and it was from 1998, and it was just like, I don't know really. It was just like about a kid being a dumb kid and just like growing up. And if you haven't watched it, I suggest you go watch it. I won't spoil it for you. We don't got to get into the details of it, but it was just right in line with a lot of the things that I'd be thinking about day to day, and just like trying to figure out life and trying to make it and whatnot. And I already had this idea for the video, but after that just like happened, it was like too meant to be. I had to make the video, and this video is just about you either make it or you don't, pretty much. That sounds, I don't know, I feel like a lot of people probably wouldn't like the way that sounds, you know? I feel like as a kid, we all have these dreams to, we all have these dreams to get successful and to figure things out. And a lot of us just fall victim to, I guess, like the trap of life. Your desire to like have kids and a family and whatnot, and you fall victim to just like what people tell you. And so at a certain point in life, you kind of give up chasing your dream and you settle for whatever makes good money, whatever that is relative to you, you know what I mean? Whether that's $5 million a year, even if you make $5 million, you totally made it, so I don't want to hear about it. But whether that's, let's just say $300,000 a year, or whatever a lawyer makes, right? Whether you're a lawyer or a blue collar construction worker, that's a good way of saying it. That was probably not always your biggest dream or whatever. And so you end up just sacrificing your soul and everything and your heart and everything that you're passionate about for just survival at the end of the day. And yeah, that's tough. That's a tough thing. That's just tough, because at a certain point, there becomes a point where the world starts, parents and people around you and everyone, they start asking you to make that sacrifice. And if you're like me, if you're a kid like me, like I think I'm a smart guy. I don't think I'm like smart at anything that I don't want to do, which just makes life hard, because it's like, I think I could figure out school. I think I could learn anything that I think I could learn really anything that I really liked and enjoyed. But if I don't enjoy something, then I really can't learn it, because I just don't have, the care is not within me to care about it. And so like, yeah, I never was a very good school kid. I never was good at school, or like learning things or studying or just doing shit that I don't want to do, which is tough. It's tough because that, that means you're left with the option of either be like a blue collar guy, go work construction, or be an electrician, or so on, something simple like that, or you're stuck at working at Domino's, Carl's Jr., or like at a bank job as like a teller. Even that is like math, I think. So maybe you can't even do that because you're just not good at it. That doesn't like give you a whole lot of options. And I feel like whether or not you make $40, $60, or $70 an hour, or if you make $20 an hour flipping pizzas, I feel like you're still in the same, I feel like you're in the same category, I don't think that you're really that much different. And I feel like, that's not, neither of those jobs provide you with enough of an income to really like have a family. You know what I mean? Like you can have a family, but you can't like be there like working those jobs while you have a family. Is just like, that's it. And that's what you do. You work those jobs and then you come home to your family, and that's just like your whole life. Like you can't do anything else. You're trapped. You just got to do what they want you to do. And even if you have some sort of college degree and you go work for some, I don't know, big investment company or whatever you would go to college for, really, you still just sacrifice who you are. You just become something that isn't who you truly wanted to be at the end of the day. You still probably don't have time for a family. I don't know. I still don't think it's really enough, because you're still under the control. And so then now you're faced with like a harsh reality of, well, your family, for my scenario, your family is just what they are. We don't have millions of dollars, we live pretty, what is that called? Pretty humbly, right? So you're left with, so I have just my family and where they're at. And there's a lot of struggle going on in my family, like financially wise. And that just makes other bad situations. But so where realistically is my way out? What am I gonna actually do? How am I gonna actually figure it out? I don't really know. I feel like I have a lot of potential. But it's not gonna be through following the corporate ladder. And by corporate ladder, I just mean, even if you're working at Jack in the Box, you start out as just an employee, and you get to be like some manager, and then you get to be like another manager up from there, and then another manager up from there, and then eventually you're, that's a corporate ladder. Or even working construction, just being, I don't know, whatever whatever that ladder is. I don't feel like I'm very fit for climbing the ladder, and that's hard. Like, I don't think that's a really valid option for me. I just don't have like, I don't know, it just hurts my soul to do that. So you could say I just don't like have the passion. I don't have the passion to do that. Like, I have the passion to do what I want to do. I think I would say I have too much soul, and I'm too stubborn to give that up, to sacrifice. I'm too stubborn to sacrifice my soul in order to do that. And I really don't want to have a family unless for one, like, it just like works out and it's perfect. Like, I don't want to try to force anything. I just don't want to try to force anything. You know, I don't know what like the perfect like love experience feels like. And so if I ever have a family, it's just going to be because that was in the cards for me, not because I settled, which is lonely. It's a lonely way to think, because I don't feel I want to have a family. I want to have kids one day, but you know, I just don't know if I'll ever be the person ready for that. I don't know what it takes in order to get there, but I'm certainly not going to force it, and I'm certainly not going to do it just because I want to do it. You know, it's just going to have to line up. And so now I'm like now I'm almost 22, right? And I'm reaching a phase of acceptance where it's like I'm basically just going to do what I want to do, and I'm just going to be happy, you know? I'm just going to learn to live life, and I'm going to do what I'm passionate about, which is create things, make art, cool videos, funny stuff like that. And yeah, that makes me happy, and that makes me feel fulfilled. That makes me feel like I'm serving my purpose, and I'm just going to work a chill job. I'm going to work a chill job. You know, like, I'm very ambitious, and I'm going to try to be very successful, and I think that I can be very successful, but I'm going to do it my way. And you know, if it doesn't work out for me, then I'm coming to an understanding and I guess an exception of that. That could just be that all the cards that life has for me then. I don't believe that, but that would just be what it is, and that would just be life. At the end of the day, I would just exist and just love my family and just appreciate good things, take care of myself, and just keep trying. It would suck to waste my whole 20s and 30s and 40s, and then all of a sudden one day when I'm 50, hit the bullseye and be like, dang, it took me my whole life to get to here, but I did it. You know, I want to do it young. I want to do it young, and I want to have just as many awesome experiences as I can, and just experience the world, enjoy my youth to its fullest extent. And I don't think that's really through, you know, like partying and drugs and stuff. I think that's just through appreciating life. And if I had $10 million in my bank account, I'd be able to do a lot of really cool things and just keep appreciating life. I could just inspire people. If I had 1 million followers, you know, that would be cool. That would be fun. That would be awesome. But if worst comes to worst, then I'll just end up being an old dude living alone in a little shit shack. Not a whole lot of money, just a bunch of stuff that I made, a bunch of stuff that I was passionate about. And that would just be me. That would just be me. Maybe I just stumbled upon a wife, and she for whatever reason wanted to go through the struggle with me. Maybe I don't. Maybe I'm alone forever. That's a lot to think about. But for me, I don't really see much other choice. You know, I don't think like super blue collar, traveling all over, backbreaking. I don't think that I'd rather have less money than spend my life living that way. You know, I think that kind of crushes people's soul over time, makes it hard to live. Who knows? We're all gonna get older and change and grow with time. And so maybe, you know, you never know how life is gonna take you. You never know where you're gonna end up, really, I guess. But I know I'm not gonna end up blue collar. And I'm pretty sure, most likely, I could feel it. Something big is coming. Pretty sure I'll end up making it. And I think I'll be able to inspire a lot of people, make a big difference, and do a lot of really cool things with my life. And I feel like there's love out there for me. You know, I feel like one day I'll be a great dad. You know, that's what I want. I pray for that all the time. That's like what I want. I just want to have like a beautiful wife and a happy family. I just want to experience that to the fullest at a certain point, you know? That's not all I want, but that is something that I would like to have, someone to go through my life with me as a witness. But I think for now, my life is at a spot where I'm on a little bit of a solo journey, and I think I need that because I don't think I'm strong. I don't think I'm strong enough right now to handle a relationship. I don't think I am enough of my own person to really handle a relationship and a whole bunch of friends and so much stuff. Like, I really think I need to kind of just be alone while I figure things out and become who I'm meant to be. So that's what I'm doing. You know, living a life as a pizza guy alone is just as depressing to me as making enough money to have like nice things, but not enough money to not have to work every single day. You know, I feel like in order to have a family and in order to have love, that requires a lot more of you than what living a life with a job and 10 million other things allows. So, you know, I want to be able to give my full self to that beautiful something. And I want to give my full self to what I'm really passionate about as well. And so everything has to come in order and in time. I got all super excited about setting up this shot. I just felt like it. I started driving around and looking for a cool spot. spot and came here. This is the spot that I chill at. I tried a different spot first, but then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go to my sitting spot. And I've sat like right over there and looked at In-N-Out Burger, and there's a gas station like over there. I sat over there and looked at the cars passing on the freeway and stuff. Just going through a whole lot of different emotions just sitting in this parking lot. So here I am today, sitting in this parking lot again, having a whole bunch more emotions. Honestly though, I'm not that emotional right now. I'm pretty chill. I actually felt pretty good just doing all this. It made me happy. Made me happy. But yeah, that's cool. I like to do this. It makes me happy. I want to do big things one day. I would like to create ways to help people, and I would like to just, I don't know, help people with their self and like their love within and working. I don't know, I would just like to help people through life. I would like to help people like me who are just trying to figure it out, and I want to inspire people to do good, to be your best self, to be sober, to be alone. Not like be alone, but like to just take time to figure out things for yourself and to follow your heart and to find what your heart wants to follow. Find out what you really care about and stuff, you know? Let's take a step back and stop living in a false reality and to just look at what you actually want your reality to be instead of what you've been told. It's all that happens. People are just telling me what it needs to be, what it should be. And yeah, beautiful video. So I either make it or I don't. I either get a family or I don't. I either find love, either maybe love finds me, or I don't, or it doesn't. All of those are just a part of life. And I am trying to walk the path that God has laid out for me, and I'm trying to follow my heart and fulfill my soul and be content at the end of the day. And yeah, I want those things so bad. Like, that is what I pray for. So I don't want anybody to hear me talk about all of the bad things, because that's what I really mainly talked about, was all the bad things. I don't want you guys to hear me say all that and to think that I'm just like giving up, or I think that all of the bad things are what's gonna happen to me. I just look at that and I have to accept it. You know, I have to take a look at that. You have to face that. That's just something you have to face. And facing that is tough. And that's just what I'm talking about. At the end of the day, you either make it or you don't. I'm pretty sure everybody around here didn't, you know? Hopefully I can. Not hopefully, I will. I got this. I believe in myself. Fully believe in myself. I hope, yeah, I don't know. I think that's it. I think that's all I really have to say. Woo. Thank you guys for watching. Love you guys. Again, this is what I want to do. So I'm gonna do it. Please subscribe to me. Supporting me is supporting yourself, because I'm just like you, and I'm chasing my dreams and following my heart, and yeah, trying to just be the best I can be. And hopefully I can help you be the best you. So yeah, boom.